That's all the truth I know. In a cold of cold or a cold of rain, a lion still has claws, and mine alone and sharp, my Lord, as long and sharp as yours. And so is bone, and so is bone, the Lord of cast me in. But now the wings we always home, with one left to give. Yes, now the wings we always home, and not the soul to give. And so is broke, and so is broke, the Lord of cast me in. But now the wings we always hold, with one left to give. Yes, now the wings we always hold, and not a soul to give.
For my family. I am very smart for my family. I enjoy learning. I make live the happiest school.
Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Coffee House Chat. We are on our season 2, episode 8. And with me is Professor Sai. Good evening, Professor Sai.
Hi, good evening, Coach Ayat. Good evening, guys. For those who are watching and listening right now, okay, so good evening, good evening, good evening. Fantastic evening for everybody. We're on our 8th episode, Coffee House Chat. You know, guys, ang Coffee House Chat kasi we are featuring here young professionals, entrepreneurs, seasoned business person to feature their business, their practice, so we would be able to add value to our listeners. Yung tipong, sabi ko nga po before, itong pandemic na to, it's a game changer, guys. It's a game changer. But let us not make a good crisis go into a waste. Sabi ng isang magaling na negosyante. And, you know, because of this pandemic, we came up with this coffee house chat. At sabi ko nga kay Coach Ayat, Coach, since di ba gusto mo maging DJ, yan, or maging VJ, di ba, it's already an opportunity for us to do it, yan. So, but before going any further, Coach, I'm excited for tonight because we do have a number of guests for tonight, di ba?
Nako guys, hindi nyo to akalain. Dati, di ba, mga hanggang 3 maximum, di ba? Tapos, nag-pick up pa tayo ng person live from the audience.
Correct.
Later, mas marami kayong makikilala and they are already our NFFs. Alam mo ba yon? NFFs.
NFFs. What do you mean by that, Coach? Sorry.
Newfound friends.
Okay. O, see? Ito mga millennial terms po talaga, Coach. Alam mo naman ako, batang 80s ako eh. Kaya medyo pasensyahan mo na ako, medyo slow ako dyan pagdating sa ganyan. Ha? Kailangan i-orient mo ako.
Diba? May shoutout ka.
Yeah. Pero shoutout muna tayo sa mga friends natin. I'll start first with the XDT group. Shoutout to my partners, Ma'am Romero F. De Jesus and Sir Melvin C. Rosario. Guys, I know you're busy today. It's a Sunday, but meron kayong trabaho. Ganyan kami mga accountant brokers eh. Kahit Sunday, may trabaho pa rin. And of course, yan, kakaiba talaga, Coach Ayat. Yan talaga eh. Hataw lang ng hataw, di ba? Strike while the iron is hot. And of course, shout out din dun sa ating sa mga kaibigan nating mga kapwa negosyante. Pwede bang simulan ko na kay Sir Lindley?
Yes, also.
Sir Lindley, hi. Good evening po. Of course, you know, it's pandemic, pero kahit pandemic, we have to keep our body healthy and there's no better way of doing it but to use Geomin. Yan. Ito, maganda rito, guys. Tatak Pilipino, gawang Pilipino. Itong pandemic na to, Coach Ayat, kung tutusin, kayang-kaya natin to. All we have to do is just support each other's business. And that's what we're doing here in Coffee House Chat Sunday. We support local businessmen, local business people. So, the good thing about Geoman kasi, Coach, meron tong Korean ginseng eh. Diba? It boosts our immunity. Yan. Okay. And Coach Ayat, may tatanong lang ako. You are extra beautiful today. Ano bang meron?
Wow! Nako,
You are extra beautiful today. Ano bang secret mo, Coach? Do you have any secret?
Siyempre, may mga routines tayo, di ba? In the morning, we exercise, and then we also eat our Go, Grow, and Glow foods.
Oh, wow. Very very elementary. Go, Grow, and Glow. Parang narinig ko yan kay sa anak nating bunso, si Bianca.
Bianca, diba? What I like about my coffee and my tea, which is malunggay tea, ayan, na bukod sa it's really rich in vitamin C, marami pa siyang pwedeng i-offer. Along with that, ang maganda rin dyan is yung Mang Larry's Raw Honey, exclusively distributed by Hara Manila. Ayan.
So, yun pala secret mo, ha? Yung magic tea and your magic honey. I love that.
Mo para, para maging glowing skin. Ayan.
Okay, pala you're extra beautiful today.
Thank you. Ayan. Okay. Yung shout out na natin yung winners from last week.
So, let's shout out our good friends, yung mga winners natin last time. So, number 1, shout out to Hulmar Cabrera kay JM. Sabi niya, awesome session, guys. Yan, okay. So, hi, JM. Thank you for that one. And of course, another Cabrera. Related kaya to, Coach? Cabrera din eh. Diba? Tin Cabrera. Yes, Tin Cabrera. Hi, Tin. Amazing woman, Coach Carla. Yan, love it. Actually, i-shout out natin after this one, of course, yung ating good friend na si Carla, our guest last time. And of course, si Sarah Hamili Sukim. Good evening, Prof. Sai and Coach Ayet. Ayan, keep safe po. Kasi di ba last week kasi may bagyo no? Pero kahit na may bagyo, tuloy pa rin ang serbisyo. Ayan. Coach, shout out ko lang si Carla, our good friend and our guest last time. I did enjoy yung discussion natin. Ano to? Napaka-prolific. Yan. Prolific entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur. Guys, just like most of us who are listening today in Coffee House Chat, she also started from small, tapos nag-expand siya ng kanyang negosyo. And marami tayong natutunan sa kanya last week, di ba?
This is kind of zero capital. Guys, if you want that, pwede yung balik-balikan yung replay sa Coach Ayat page. And speaking of that, Prof. Sai.
Yes, Coach.
For you to be able to win prizes, you have to like, comment, and share the page, this live Coffee House Chat sa page ko, which is Coach Ayat and Professor Sai's Prof. Sai, FB. We're also available in YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Ayan.
Yan, okay, fantastic. Okay, Coach, to the honors, please. I'm so excited for our guests for tonight. Okay, mga young entrepreneurs, okay, and guided by our guests.
Very expert in, kaya nga ganito yung suot ko, di ba? At yung background ko parang ganyan, para ma-match naman.
Oh, parang relax na relax nga yung background mo, Coach. Oh, I love your background, di ba?
In fashion, ayan. So, I've known her from a friend, shout out kay Direct Shim, sabi niya, you know what, if we are looking for an influencer, I know somebody that fits that profile. And he did mention that our guest is world renowned, di ba? Hindi lang dito sa Philippine shore, but also abroad.
Wow, fantastic.
Ang ganda daw ng clout niya. So, she is a multi-awarded visionary fashion designer. Ang maganda dito, Prof. Sai, ini-embrace niya ang ecological friendly design and production process. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang yung kung ano yung fad, di ba? Parang may connect yung negosyo, yung kanyang fashion and art sa ating nature. Diba? Kung ano yung mga likas na yaman sa ating dito sa Pilipinas. At ang ganda nun, kasi you know what, nung nagkaroon kami ng event sa Network for Enterprising Women, Go Local, lahat kami nakabarong, ang ganda ng pakiramdam, tapos ang ganda rin ng reception, pati yung, ang daming pumuri dun sa aming suot because it's not really parang the usual, diba? If you have an event, but without further ado, we will call our guest for tonight, and that's Miss Ditta Sandico. Good evening po.
Good evening, Ma'am Ditta. Good evening.
And Prof. Sai, hello.
Ang ganda naman ng background.
Yeah, I love the background. Especially, I love the spectacles and the earrings. Very fashionable. I love it.
And thanks for the very nice introduction. I am so flattered by all those kind words.
Oo, very, very nakaka-proud because somebody who is making waves in the fashion industry, di ba, is also guiding her group or her troop, di ba? So maybe you can tell us more about what you have been doing lately. Kasi I know that Miss Ditta is into fashion, mga panuelos, ganyan. Check her website later on, guys. You follow her website or her social media also. Yes, can you tell us more about Miss Ditta? Who is Miss Ditta Sandico? Ayan.
Okay, let me start by telling you how long I've been in the fashion industry. I've been in the industry for the past 35 years. That may seem very long to everyone, but it just went so fast for me since there was a lot of work involved and there's just so much excitement in the industry that I truly enjoyed myself all the way. But very recently, just like all of you, just like both of you, who got caught in the pandemic, in the quarantine period, I suddenly woke up one day and I thought to myself, what did I dream about? I think it was more like a dream. And just like you said, I'm sort of a visionary, and I like to come up with creative concepts.
Yeah.
And before that, I was asked by Dr. Fernando Shalcita to come up and to mentor some of his students in the culture and heritage class of the Ateneo.
Wow.
So I told myself, and normally kasi I also get interviews like this, and I felt we should find a way out of this. And so right in time, the students came along and I said, why don't I put together a platform wherein we can actually network with the youth and also the designers who are in the industry. Since the designers are going through an ailing economy, we might as well try and boost them up so that, again, they may find themselves and get back to work and find again their talents, which is so important in today's world. Just have the positivity and gain the momentum. And most of the designers now, I find making just the masks, the face masks, and PPEs, which I told myself, are we just gonna contain ourselves in making these things? I mean, when we used to make the ball gowns, the wedding gowns, the formal wear for everyone, suddenly it's like, whoa, we're completely shut off, and of course we've been so affected.
Right. All of a sudden, no events, ano? Parang...
No events at all. So I chose, I gathered some of my friends, Raymond, Villanueva, Nathan. They were all my friends in the fashion world.
Right.
I asked them, please help me. I mean, this is going to be a collab between ourselves, I mean, the team, my team, and then also the young students who will help me put the whole thing together, because they are the ones who are computer savvy. They can put things together and in one click of, I mean, in one what's this? You just have to one evening, the next day it's there. So it's like
Sobrang bilis.
It's one bat of an eyelash. I mean, like, oh my gosh, it's there, it's done. So I mean, what better way but to work things out with them? And soon enough, things happened for the best. And I think everyone got excited for the project, because we're looking at not just a local market, but it also bringing the momentum towards a more global international scene, where we can also influence not just the local or the designers from here, but also the designers from abroad and everywhere else. And also for us to be able to sell our products online.
Correct. And it seems to me that parang you're leading the pack, diba? On how to stage that, not just on local platform, but also international. Good for you.
Yeah. And but what better way, no? Because like normally designers, we rely on the media. We rely on asking, we actually beg to be promoted on newspapers and or TV. It's like, and we're always like, we always have, pardon the word, but it's always kiss ass. It's that type of world out there. But now it's like it's free for all, and we can actually do something good, and
everybody has access to it, which is good,
right. So we're coming from the bottom up theory, like we can actually start from nowhere and then get somewhere eventually. So what better way to do it? But now, because everyone's on their phones and their laptops.
Exactly. Ako, kami nga screen time, sinasabi namin sa kids, screen time only this much, ha? Hala, we also catch ourselves doing parang beyond na.
Ma'am Ditta, kumbaga, because of technology, it really has changed the way we live, the way we breathe, the way we work, the way we see things. Ang maganda lang sa nangyari po, which ang key takeaway ko dun sa sinasabi nyo, yung passion and fashion turn into a purpose. Yun po ang maganda ron because imagine, because of this situation, there are collaboration that had happened.
Yes. And it just shows that we're not alone in this world.
Tama po.
We cannot also live alone, because there are professionals or those people who know more than us, which is coming from the younger generation. I mean, our time, we were not exposed to these things. The computer, the laptop, it's totally new to us. Well,
Yes.
they have been living with it for the past, wow, I mean, I think they grew up with it since.
Tayo ang migrants ngayon eh, no? I consider myself also not tech savvy, but it's good that we have them, di ba? And I hope that we can show them also on the screen, di ba? Yes, Miss Ditta is also very active, as she mentioned, the organization of these students that we have with us tonight from Ateneo is that they're trying
From UP.
from
We
UP.
have one girl from UP, yes.
Oh, yeah.
UP, Ateneo, yan.
Yeah.
Ayan. So they're trying to put forward their creativity through fashion and online. Ang maganda doon, guys, I'm sure if you've seen it, syempre kung bibili ka ng something, gusto mo unique, di ba? Wala kang katulad. So maybe you can also check out their Facebook page, and that's Zoomista PH, right? Zoomista. Oh guys, trivia yan tonight. Ano ang advocacy ni Miss Ditta? And that's Zoomista PH. Yan.
Zoomista. Yeah. I love the name.
They will talk about it more. So guys, later kapag narinig nyo siya ulit at tinanong siya sa trivia, yung second na winner, yun yung aming ipipick. Ayan. Can you tell us more about Zoomista, Miss Ditta?
Okay, I will allow Raymond to explain more about Zoomista, because since he's one of the original makers of this, this platform. He was he actually did our PowerPoint. So Raymond, can you explain further?
Hi, Raymond.
Hi, Raymond.
Hi, Raymond.
Hello everyone.
Can you introduce muna yourself very briefly for our viewers to know you better?
Yes. So hi, I'm Raymond Nacionales. I am currently a fourth-year student taking sociology as my course, and subject cultural heritage as my major. So yes, we are one of the groups who created Zoomista, the social media platform itself. As a start, probably we should describe like who Zoomista is, who are we, and what this whole thing means. So first, yes, who are we? We are Zoomista PH. Zoomista PH imagines a Filipino designers network. This can also serve as an opportunity to create and update of designers' brand assets. Yes. So we are a coalition of students from Ateneo, UP, and LaSalle. Formerly Ateneo, but then recently we've expanded to other schools. So yes, very exciting.
Oo, it's a collab, no? Alam natin yan, medyo hindi na tayo magkakasundo pagdating sa basketball court at sa volleyball court. But here, guys, di ba, nagko-collab ang ating mga creative juices dahil sa fashion. Ayan. I think you will share screens later, no? Yes.
Yes, but we have a PowerPoint ready so that people can see what Zoomista is.
Yung gumawa ng logo, it's nice naman, no? So feminine.
Hazel helped.
Me and one of our other collaborate students here po, we created the logo.
It's like, I also want to make a shout out because I feel that, since the last typhoon Rolly and get them back to life. I think we will be eventually doing fundraising and helping them out. So again, that's another future project. And I think it's really valid, and we really have to help these local groups. They've really been totally washed out, and it's such a sad state for them to go through.
And just to also add to that, diba, yung mga brothers and sisters natin sa Bicolandia, one of my friends' town is also heavily hit, and yun nga, our prayers goes to everybody who is trying to stand up again, diba? Don't worry, relief will come soon, and you're always one with us in prayer. Maganda yung sinabi ni Miss Ditta, diba, Prof? Na free livelihood, yan. Yung meron kang ginagawa, but you also have something to give back. Tama ba yun?
Ano yan,
Yes.
Coach? The good thing with what Ma'am Dita is doing is yung tinatawag nating corporate social responsibility or simply social responsibility that as entrepreneurs, not just about earning it, it's also about sharing.
At social entrepreneur ang tawag kay Miss Dita.
Social
Yes.
entrepreneur yun, tama.
Social entrepreneurs. It's actually a new word. It just came about a few years back, and truly, because of sustainable livelihood projects, we've come up with this new term. And I think even the youth will soon follow through these projects, because like this is the world today. We
Yes.
need to-
Oo nga, binabanggit nga nila kanina na behind the scenes yung mga courses nila, major nila. I think it was Bianca who mentioned that. Bianca, can you tell us more about your major in UP? Yeah, she's the one from UP.
Hi, Bianca.
Right, so-
Hello.
Hello. I'm Bianca. I'm a second year student from clothing technology in UP Diliman. And clothing technology, it's really a holistic degree program in terms of the fashion industry, because it doesn't just talk about like how we see fashion now. It's very glamorous. It's presented in a way that seems so perfect, but then there are really some issues that we need to tackle in terms of the fashion industry, which is sustainability. Like you said earlier, the corporate social responsibility, like the ethics in terms of fashion, and also the local indigenous weavers. We really need to put a focus on them and using the fashion industry as a way to sort of preserve our culture and our heritage. Yeah.
Alam mo ba, Prof. Sai, may naalala ako dun sa description niya. Kilala mo to, taga-Incredibles. Di ba parang ganon? Si Edna Mode, di ba parang yung tinatry niya lahat yung mga...
Ayun, tama, clothing technology rin nga pala yun, Coach, no? It's fashionable,
Right.
pero it's at the same time functional. I like that di ba? Yung
Right.
fashionable siya, pero functional din.
Exactly.
Kasi, I mean, of course, some decades ago or...
Oo, alam lang namin dati engineering.
Oo nga eh. Kaya natutuwa ko for our guest for tonight, like for instance, si Miss Bianca, for taking up clothing technology. Honestly, Mama, ngayon, hindi talaga ako ganun kaano sa... We're not really familiar. We're just yung kumbaga yung traditional na mga courses, accounting, management. Then I realized, when she mentioned about clothing technology, there's one Japanese brand that popped into my mind. Na sabi nila, we are not a clothing company, we are a technology company. And I think everybody knows about it, which starts with the letter U.
Parang gusto mo natin sponsor.
Uniqlo.
Yan. Tama po. Kumbaga, naalala ko yun when she was saying about clothing technology. And speaking of clothing technology, can we ask our very good guest, si Miss Bianca, some practical tips lang as a student and also, of course, as a future entrepreneur?
Prof.
Yes, Coach.
Nakakita na they will take turns showing the slide.
Okay, sige. Later. Yeah, sige po. Later po yun. I just got so
Okay.
excited kasi
Okay.
passion ang pinag-uusapan natin. Alam mo naman, diba?
Make Miss Dita proud, okay? Andito siya. Ayan. Sige, si Hazel muna daw.
Hi, Hazel.
Si Dita ba or si Bianca? Who will go first? Hazel, okay.
Hazel, yeah.
Hazel.
You can see po here, this is basically something we prepared just to let everyone know more about our project, our organization, what it is we're doing with Zoomista. So next slide. Raymond, would you like to explain?
Okay, so yes, as I explained earlier, who are we as Zoomista itself? As you can see, yes, Zoomista imagines a Filipino designers network. It's we hope for this to be an avenue for individual designer brands, as well as a way to showcase our Filipino cultural heritage. We want to encourage sustainable and locally sourced materials to take the spotlight in the collection. So everyone must be wondering what inspired Zoomista, how we caught up with the idea. So basically, Zoomista is the adaptation to the new normal, an initiative to boost the recognition of the fashion industry during the global pandemic. Knowing that everything now is online, and it's harder for people to do face-to-face interactions. This is why we thought of making Zoomista into a social media platform, because we wanted to make sure that the platform reaches out to uh, a wide span of audience, like from age range, from young to old, from like different cultures and all that. We wanted to make a connection to all of those people. And in connecting with people online, it is also important to stay connected and be able to express our heritage and culture. We wanted to integrate technology with culture, and this is the way that we thought of. So next slide for Hazel. She'll talk about what we'll do in Zoomista.
So basically, through Zoomista, we actually really wanted to imagine a fashion designers network in the Philippines. So we want this to really serve as an opportunity for them to create and update their brand assets. And so we hope that this is actually an avenue as well, especially for budding young designers. We want to really help them consolidate this brand identity, as well as showcase a lot of our Filipino cultural heritage, because we really are encouraging sustainable and locally sourced materials to actually really be featured in the collection that we're planning out.
Wow,
next.
nice. Mga collection sila, Prof. Sai. Parang, sige, sinong next natin? Meron,
So yeah, basically, fun fact is that it did start from us students. Our professor actually got us into contact with Ma'am Ditta Sandico, and then that's when we kind of started working based off of the idea and vision out of Ma'am Ditta. And so we really want, since like Ma'am Ditta actually asked us, because we're the more younger techie generation. So she asked us to really help her try and integrate the internet with the goal of the project, and that we want to create fashion that's sustainable for an online platform, for when you're having Zoom meetings like this, or when you're actually having conferences, that you're able to showcase garments, pieces, accessories as well, that can really make you look different and make you look professional as well during these conferences. And so we actually did put it on a social media platform, because we want to emphasize that each and every one of us actually has a voice on social media. And so with the help of us students, actually, we really trying to promote the project and spread the word about it, and really having more people gain a deeper sense of what Filipino heritage is, especially in times like today. And so we're actually a group of Atenean students. One of us is from LaSalle also, and then one of us is from UP Diliman.
that's great. Yeah, as I've mentioned, di ba, parang at this time, we co-elevate each other, di ba?
Co-elevate, or collaborate. Tama ba? Co-create.
Co-create.
Co-create,
Yung
yan.
mga goods ngayon, hindi pwede na yung mga competition.
Actually,
Wala na
I
yan.
agree with that, Coach Shayat. Kumbaga, competition is so, if I may put it, so industrial age. We're no longer in the competition stage right now. We are in the collaboration stage. Kumbaga, even big companies right now are collaborating with one another. Kumbaga, ang description ko dito, Coach Shayat, ano to the wisdom of the seasoned and the technology of the savvy. Diba? Yung wisdom and experience ni Ma'am Ditta.
Dita, ha? Talaga.
Yung kanyang wisdom and experience, of course, and the technology savvy of the young and the youth, diba? Combined together. That's a very powerful force sa industriya natin right now.
What is that tagline? Anyone? May tagline kayo sa Zoomista.
We can,
Yes,
Yeah.
here.
Ayan.
That's our tagline. We may
Ganda,
start
oh.
small, but we dare to dream big. Yes.
I love that. We may start small, but we dare to dream big. Tama, I love that. Coach, ano nga natin yan? I-feature natin ulit yan next week. Yung ganung yung quote na yan. We like this one. Let's promote that again next week sa yung quote na yan.
Exactly.
I like that.
Below that tagline, ayun ang mga social media platforms nila, guys. They are in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and always ayan, you can always email them to know more about what they do, di ba? Tsaka yung mga, later you will show us ba yung mga designs. Parang nandun sa video loop kanina, no? If you guys missed it, nako, you have to replay para makita niyo yung mga works ni Miss Ditta. Ayan, mga panuelo. And pati ba yung mga accessories, you also do that?
We also do that. And kasi we're just starting and we wanted to do just a base. So we started with my clothes, my collection. But pretty soon we will be having other designers, senior designers, and the young designers themselves will be loading their pictures on our website, on our Facebook page, so that other people can view them, and hopefully they will also be able to sell online, just as planned. We want to be able to, because some of the designers don't have a Facebook page or even a website. So this could start them off in terms of the online selling program.
Tama yan. And I think we have that prepared. So we look into Miss Ditta's closet, yung gallery shop.
Just a few pieces that to tickle your imagination, right?
Sige po, yan. Let's see the collection of Ma'am Ditta.
Ayan, no? Diba? Hindi, tsaka alam mo ba, internationally, gusto nila yan. Gusto nila yung mga woven, mga weave. Kasi,
That's right.
You know, it's personalized, it's unique. Tapos, you may have that design now, hindi mo siya pwedeng i-replicate. Diba, Miss Ditta? Ganun ba yun?
Yeah, actually, because I've been using Banaka, the banana abaca, for the past 20 years. And we have developed it. We went through the rigors of helping the weavers through their ups and downs, whether bumagyo, umaraw, and you know, we went through their lives, ups and, you know, like their sorrows and their happy moments. And we shared this, and somehow we came up with something so interesting. I mean, so far it has lived through so much, so many years, and we hope to keep on and sharing this with the public. And I think there's just so much to interest and to inspire people, especially the youth, because this is the way to go.
Yes, yes. And where is this shop? Where is your shop? Is it in QC?
Well, I do right now. I have my shop here on Balete, New Manila. It's number 5 Mabolo Street, corner Balete Drive. So you can knock on our door. We're open, but also we're online.
Nice. We can order online.
Facebook, yeah, Ditta Sandico. We have a
website.
Yes, we have a website, an official page of Ditta Sandico on Facebook and Instagram. And then our website, dittachannel.com.
Yeah, Ditta Channel. Diba? Ang ganda.
Oh, ganda, diba? Oh.
Ditta Channel. And it's also on YouTube because I also have vlogs.
Nice! Oh, yan, guys, you follow the YouTube.
Also a vlogger. Hello!
Yan, ang galing, oh, diba? Multifaceted talaga to si Ma'am Ditta,
Yeah,
no?
can you imagine at my age, I'm vlogging. So I'm like, hello.
Learning has no limits, Mom. Learning has no limits. So long as you have the willingness to learn, nothing is impossible.
And when I started working with Shin, I didn't know anything about this, about the techie world. So I made him handle everything. It's like, you know, people took care of all this. So, but now I'm like, I can do my own videos. Yay!
Wow. Fantastic. Congratulations, Direk Shin, for helping Ma'am Ditta on this one. Fantastic job and fabulous collection. Ang ganda po ng collection. Coach, you might want to check yung collection ni Ma'am Ditta. Maybe we can also use that as corporate gifts natin sa mga client for December. Pwede ba yun?
Yeah, we have a lot of accessories.
Very we will look at the website para makita natin what can be. Tsaka pag umaden ka, for example, you will be talking before international crowd. You can also use the mga panuelos, mga, diba? Ayan.
That was what was on my mind, because normally, and it's what we call Zoomwear. That's why it's Zoomista. Because this is how we see, we look at the future, wherein Filipinos will want to wear something Filipiniana. I mean, more like like our panuelos, diba? I mean,
Yes.
you can wear it. You can wear a t-shirt, like a tube top or a chemise under. And it's so easy. It's like you just put it on top and you're looking good on.
You're glamorous, diba?
Oh. And because I'm sure even the global community, the Filipinas out there, will want to wear something like this to represent themselves.
I agree. Oo. And because alam mo nga, Prof. Saya, sa totoo lang, di ba? We are used to wearing mga ready and RTW that we find the malls, especially if you're attending a gala or something. But if you're wearing something local, it's parang extra fabulous. Parang iba yung dating. Kasi parang, ay, social to. Alam mo, parang ganon. Kasi syempre, for you to be able to you bring out the beauty of the clothing. You have to have the stance for it, di ba? Yung mga
It's actually a statement. It's actually already a statement, especially when you're doing webinars.
Yes.
And Zoom meetings. When you look good, people also respect you, and you also have a stronger personality.
It helps your credibility. It helps your credibility. And because of that, yung mga guests natin dito, maybe they have their own Facebook page, parang fan page. If you have any, you can promote your social media platform. Let's start from Bianca.
Yes, hi Bianca. Sige po, please.
Hi. Well, I don't really have I only have personal accounts, but it's not really to promote anything.
But you are part of the community of Zoomista, right?
Right. So, okay. Right. So people can go ahead and follow and like our Facebook page, Zoomista PH. And Raymond, would you like to introduce the other pages?
Yes, we also have Instagram and Twitter accounts. Yes. If people can follow and like, yes, it will be very much appreciated because we really worked hard on designing the whole thing and creating our pegs, creating our own layouts.
Right.
So we really wanted to try and make it as enticing for people to interact with because that's really our goal. Make the websites appealing to people because we really want everyone to appreciate it.
And I'm sure it's hard work, Raymond. Diba? Parang kuyatan yan, alam mo yan.
Coach, meron lang akong curious question lang, if you don't mind.
May diesel ba to? Yung curious question?
I don't know. I mean, anybody can actually answer this one. Kasi whenever we speak about fashion, guys, the first thing that would come or popped in my mind would be yung mga catwalk.
Runway.
Diba? Yung mga runway, diba? And for one, I also like watching that one sa cable, sa internet. Do we have something in the future like that one, but iba lang yung platform na gagamitin that we can expect or something that we can look forward to showcase yung mga collection, for instance, ni Ma'am Ditta, in collaboration, of course, with the tech-savvy kids or guys who are here right now?
Yes. I can answer that, Prof. Sai.
Yes, ma'am.
On our timeline, we are developing a fashion show. In fact, we're probably doing it in the next few weeks, and they will be able to view it on our Facebook page and our website.
That's nice, no? Tapos you can feel, I like that. O, di ba? May mga ganon. I like this. A purchase ganyan. Kasi mabilis na ngayon. Di ba?
Oo nga, coach eh.
No?
Yung pag gusto mo to, type mo lang, yan.
Oo, may delivery pa. You don't have to step out of your house.
Imagine how easy it is to buy online.
Kumbaga Ma'am Ditta, nabago yung purchasing methodology nating mga Pilipino na dati I have to go to that place, kailangan mamimili pa ako, di ba? But now, because of technology at the convenience of your home without even leaving your house or your place, you can shop all the fashion items, accessories, or wardrobe that you like. Tama po ba?
So much easier, no? So convenient na.
Yes, very.
Parang how much better can it be?
As you can see a while ago, the group picture of our group, yes, that was all of us 8. Yes. And I'm the only guy in the group.
Nakakatuwa nga to note Raymond, na it's a first, no, kamo nyo, na there's a guy in the group who is also equally interested with fashion.
Yes, I really try to like engage with them because at first I was hesitant, yun nga, because I'm the only guy and maybe my group mates have more experience with fashion, ganun. But as we went along with our meetings, it made me more maybe more like comfortable with them and engage with their passion for fashion, ganun. And I also learned a lot about fashion itself, especially from Ma'am Dita and the whole process of the
Yeah,
whole.
it's always a work in progress, fashion. It's a never-ending, never-ending learning. But another question, Coach Ait, if you don't mind, since we're talking about fashion, let me ask our guest for tonight. Kumbaga, yung mga era ng years, let's say 70s, 80s, mga genre in particular. Kumbaga, Ma'am Dita, if you are going to be given a chance and a choice to showcase lang a fashion for a particular decade or year na babalikan, and this is just a funny question, what year would that be? Kasi alam naman natin, every year may, or a decade or something, may kanya-kanyang fashion sense yan eh. I remember when I first saw the picture of my dad with my mom, sabi ko, ano yung suot nyo? Bakit ganyan? Parang lalaki ng mga collars, tapos sabi niya,
Balik lang yun, di ba?
yeah, yes, Coach. Kaya nga kaya I'm so curious, kumbaga, given, yung question ko nga, if you're going to showcase a particular year or fashion style, what year would that be? Or what in particular po, Ma'am Dita?
For me, it would be around the 20s.
The 20s?
Yeah, like the American and the time when I just recall, because we just had a role play event the other night, and we did the Casablanca feel, wherein I think there was a war between the Germans and the French, and all the women were dressed up with their hats on and their wasp waists, and then their and stiletto heels. So I mean, it's just such a good feel. I mean, to look back to those days when women still figured. I mean, they were so conscious of their figures that they had to have tiny waists, and like they always had to look glamorous with their hair fixed and flipped or twirled with a hat. I mean, and with gloves. So sabi ko, wow, it would have been fun to be living during those days.
Sobrang effort siya, di ba? It means that you really pay attention to how you look, you respect the one with you, di ba?
Yeah. And then the men wore all these white suits and tie. I was like, wow. I mean, how fun. I mean, exciting.
And how about hi Hazel, do you have any particular parang influence lang yan? Anong year or design, or I mean
kasi heritage naman.
or we're talking about heritage. Sige po, please.
Honestly, for me, I actually really like the 50s
The
era
50s, the
fashion
50s.
in
Yes.
the Western world, because it had a lot of crop sweaters, cardigans, like fit and flare type of fashion. So something like Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn, wow.
Yes, that was really nice. And then for the men, kasi they would always wear this like suits, and so I really like that type of but it's also at the same time, it's not it looks very sophisticated. It looks very nice for me po.
Ayan.
Okay.
Si Raymond.
Si Raymond naman yan. Hi Raymond.
Yes.
Any particular influence or year that you'd like to bring? Yan, i-showcase mo siya.
I would say 70s. Because
70s, okay.
I feel like that decade itself, it's like the start of when people are starting to become more creative with the designs. As we see, like the disco years, their outfits are very colorful, many patterns. Yes, very very vibrant and very. It's like the vibe is very like open and like very
Ano yan,
creative.
coach, no? Disco night.
Ang dating, parang gano'n. Diba? Pag 70s, naalala ko si Mama Mia eh.
No, Saturday Night Live, di ba?
So
Yeah.
funny that they choose the era when we were born.
Eh, yan. Of course, si Miss Bianca. How about Miss Bianca? Yan. Any particular year or influence that you would like to bring, just in case?
Right, same answer as Raymond actually. I really enjoyed the 70s just because like men had more choices in fashion. Like right now when we think of like menswear, it's very bland, I feel like, or like it's very monotone. But like when you look at men in the 70s, they're really dressed up, like they're just as dressed up as girls. So like fashion for the 70s, it was just like for everybody. It was just having fun for everybody. But then, you know, it's very different from what we see menswear as now.
Ngayon kasi, tama ba, medyo safe ang mga men in terms of fashion, ano?
Right.
Lalo naman ngayon, nasa Zoom na tayo. Talagang relax. Diba?
Yun nga, coach, napansin ko, not because you're in a Zoom meeting, it doesn't mean na you just have to be, kung ano lang yung, pwede ka pa rin naman mag-dress up, pwede ka pa rin naman, di ba?
Square. Pinaghandaan mo talaga si Miss Ditta ngayon, ha? Kasi kailangan medyo ano din ako.
You know me naman, coach. I always, whenever I do wear clothes like this, kailangan lagi may pocket square. Something to accent my wardrobe.
And really, I think we really have to make effort when we're on Zoom. I mean, it's the difference.
Totally agree, Ma'am Dita. Totally agree.
Especially if you're in a meeting that where you talk about finance, diba? Yung mga tipong you have to report your business review, quarterly, yearly. Ay, nako. Siyempre, may focal point yan eh. At saka may attention span lang. So if kayang ano nung mga parang ano natin yung hat, diba? Nakita ko dun sa loop natin kanina. Ang gaganda naman ngayon. Ginawa niyo ba siya? Yung accent hats ninyo.
Yeah, actually, we just, some of them are visors from my shop, like these ones.
Okay.
And the students were just playing around with it and decided, okay, let's do it as a theme. And now, you know, see, I mean, you know, even Raymond gets to model. So I
And why not? He's the only thorn among the roses.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so glad that he did it. I mean, you know, it was quite a challenge because can you imagine? But all this time, two months, we were just seeing each other on Zoom. And last Friday, that was the first time we met.
Made things happen, Miss Ditta. Oh.
So I think everyone's bonded and we all had a good time.
That's what's important, di ba? Sabi nga nila, it doesn't matter if you don't go out of the house, but you don't lose touch dapat. We have to connect. Ayan.
Yeah. We have to update each other all the time.
And ang maganda dito, itong kids, Prof. Sai, it's not nag-aaral, inaaral yung previews, yung they put their creative juices into something that's art and fashion and, you know, meron kasi itong tinatawag na cost-benefit analysis, di ba? Parang, it's not, you don't stop at learning it. You have to also make profit out of it, di ba? And maganda doon, like what Bianca mentioned kanina, yung clothing, was it again?
Clothing
technology. Right.
Na parang dati, okay, so we wear things, pero hindi natin alam na nakaka-enhance pala to ng performance when you swing, for example, di ba? Yung mga tipong, raincoat lang yun, pero hindi pala, nagmo-morph pala yun, yung mga ganyan. Tapos yung weave natin ngayon, syempre, kung tutuusin, since very very personal ang pagkakagawa sa kanya, it's handmade, you know, para sa akin it's automatically pricey. But how are your items, Miss Ditta, in terms of, do you have a specific market that you cater to? What is your target niche?
Well, normally our market is really a medium to high end because I think it's also a very special product. the labor that you put into the materials is really costly, and especially with Banaka, they have to prepare the fibers and they knot it end to end. So it's not just buying thread from the store. You have to harvest, you have to knot, you have to dye, and then eventually you put it into the loom. So it's almost like taking a whole month of preparation. Able to dye several yards of fabric, and with that alone, with that in mind, that's also how much you invest. I mean, the investment in putting this whole thing out, plus the money involved. It's also it's almost like if you put it in the bank, it would have grown 10 times more. But if you're helping a community, you're going to just sacrifice that.
What I like about what you do is that you cater end to end. You help the grassroots people who produce it, and then you put your concept on it. Somebody does it, and again you're helping those middle people. And then when you sell it, diba, you are helping these students in terms of how to do it online, how to make things happen, di ba? Technically, yung dinaanan lahat, yung journey ng marketing natin, everything is win-win. Tama ba, Prof? Di ba? So, yung maybe my cost, right? But there's also a lot of benefits, and I think the benefits outweigh the cost. Kasi, syempre, it's nation building, di ba? And
I think we have to get rid of that notion na rin that anything local is cheap, because we have to put a price to these things that we make. I mean, we have to be proud of it, first of all, and we have to up the ante that we are global. We're getting global. We can produce very good fine fabric, and we are able to compete with the international market.
World class, tita. Diba? Ganun yun, guys. Dapat
World class design. We have to put that in mind. We have to bear that in mind, that we are no longer just going to be a middle or a low class type of product. I mean, that's the reason why I chose not to compete with the people selling in the Tiange or because it has it's a specialty product, and I think we have to angle it that way. We have to put ourselves, level up. I mean, we have to choose the right direction in terms of building a name, a brand, and pushing ourselves towards that type of market.
Correct. So, Prof, say for example, ganyan, feeling ko pang export quality itong mga to kasi design nila world-class and local, di ba? Usually ba, kapag gano'n, can you tell us more about how they can market it naman globally? So, for example, mag-export sila, would they need to would they be required a lot of papers, mga ganyan?
Well, actually, Coach, right now, because of yung integration din po ng in terms of exports here in the Philippines, coming from the Philippines, one of the first thing that you have to consider, meron tayong mga incentives from the government. Okay, and one of those which would be considered yung tinatawag nating exports, if you are registered either with BOI, or if you are registered for the small and medium enterprises sa BMBE, they are given incentives by the government. But the bigger question here, Coach, is since it's an export, what you need to invest really is in technology, in marketing yung product mo para mas wider yung reach mo, especially in terms of yung payment system natin. And in terms of taxation, if you are an exporter, you are actually exempted from what we call VAT, value-added tax, in terms of your sales. Ang nagiging challenge lang doon, Coach, is of course if you are going to source yung materials mo locally, okay, may mga VAT component doon, yung value-added tax. But there's this one good politician or lawmaker that says that if who would like to give more incentives using local source materials. And right now, nakapending pa siya, Coach, sa Congress . to give a boost dun sa mga local entrepreneurs. Alam mo, tama yung sinabi ni Ma'am Dita kanina, and I love that na when we say locals, we have to stop the notion na pag local siya, hindi siya maganda, no? In fact, if it's local, maganda nga siya kasi yung materials mo, alam mo, of quality dahil dito sa atin
Handmade siya, hindi siya machine generated.
Correct, coach.
No, nothing for sa mga mass production na that's also good because it's basic. But, yung mga ganito, dapat sinusuportahan kasi unang-una, ang beneficiaries nito would be the intelligent people, the community, di ba? When they know how to weave, they have employment.
Correct.
And
That's right.
up yung level ng community because they know how to sustain livelihood, di ba? Tapos, aside from that, hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas yung mga produce nila at saka yung output nila. It's even highlighted abroad. And
correct.
Just good time also that, now that we are online, we can easily reach out to our neighboring countries. Say, for example, sa Asia, or I think ang mga fans yun, mga Europeans Tama ba? Kasi it's really...
even for us now, I noticed that our clients are growing internationally because we have clients from Italy, from Spain, from Europe, from the US. Also checking our Facebook accounts. I mean, like compared to Facebook and Instagram, they can actually pay back to back, or it's a money transfer or things like that. So it makes it a lot easier and faster. So parang we've learned. I mean, we've learned a different way to handle things. I mean, selling online. That's why almost everyone's online. Even the plantitos and the plantitos are selling.
That's right. Opo. Tama.
Diba? So I mean, if you're on GCash, okay, GCash send. I mean, ganun kabilis. And then with the Grab and all this what's this? This logistics. It's much faster, diba? So.
When you send it, do you send it in a box? Kasi syempre medyo sensitive at medyo fragile.
When we send it through Grab, we put it in our packaging. We have a nice bag. It's actually recyclable bag, and they're happy to receive it because it looks nice.
Yeah.
Not just a box, but something nicely packaged. And most of our customers, they love it when they receive their purchases from online.
And that's also good na they get to also recommend or give their feedback, di ba, girls and si Raymond.
Yes.
Ang dami natututunan end to end, di ba? From conceptualization to making it, and then now to marketing, and finally to earning profit.
And just not to forget, we're also having a sale online. So
11/11.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Buy one, take one. So it's time to buy.
Oo, nice.
Ma'am Dita, until when ang sale? Alam mo tayo mga Filipino, pag narinig yung sale, favorite po.
Depends on the route. It's like to a month, depending on how fast things go. But it also depends on how much stock we have. But yes, we want to have more. I mean, we want to be more. We want our prices to be good, and for people to afford to be. We were trying to make ourselves affordable.
Yes.
And I'm sure this is a good time to buy.
Yes.
Yan, coach. Coach, check mo yan mamaya. Tama-tama. Sabi ni Ma'am Dita, sale. Magtingin na tayo ng ating mga
We have a sale.
Do you have any sort of workshops? Do you provide webinars? So how do we get in touch with you? And probably people who are now viewing us, they are tagging their friends also, and probably some who watch this on replay. Yes. Do you have any webinars that you offer?
We are going to post webinars in the near future, and maybe have some of the students be part of it. I'm sure they'll also have something to share for that. And again, we're inviting the youth, the younger audience, to come and join us in our Facebook Facebook accounts and Instagram. Although, like we said, we are starting small, so you have to be patient with us because these students are also busy and we can't have most of their time. But still, we really aim to dream big and gather more people and hopefully sustain more people out there who need our help.
Yes, very well said. Actually, doon na tayo sa ating trivia portion. At kung nakinig kayo guys, ayan, sa mga sinabi natin.
But for those who's listening and watching, trivia part na tayo, Coach. Sige, Coach. Let's do the trivia.
Trivia for tonight is, paki-flash natin sa screen, ano ang ating trivia for tonight. What is Zoomista PH? So yung makakasagot na second, siya yung magiging winner natin for tonight. And also, for those people who are tagging and liking and sharing this live video from Coach Ayet and Prof. Sai's page, they will also choose 5 who will win a GCash load or a regular load. Ayan. So, keyboard warriors, you can start tagging your friends also and answer our trivia for tonight. Now, Prof. Sai, di ba share or dare? I think nag-share na kasi sila kanina.
Oh, napag-share na, Coach. Yeah. We have this portion kasi sa aming coffee house chat, yung share or dare. But since you've been sharing a lot of good information and tips kanina, so parang nasagot na rin, Coach, yung share or dare.
Oh, siguro may tanong na lang ako kay Miss Ditta. Ano kaya yung, is it really your full name or is it short for something?
Well, how funny you ask. But my full name is Fernandina.
Okay.
Fernandina.
Sandico. So it's Ditta for short because my mom or my dad chose that nickname. And then a few years back, I was DITA without the double T. And Shin would know this that I have done a makeover. So I put another T to my name, which is DITA.
It's so nice. Oo, di ba? Tapos natuwa ako doon sa website mo, Ditta Channel. Parang dito siya.
Oo nga, di ba? Ano siya, talagang attention grabbing. Very effective yung ni Ma'am Ditta. Very effective.
Thanks to Shin. He was part of that team.
Oo nga. Napaka natin dito.
That was part of the branding. That was part of the new branding.
Mm-hmm. And it's so very, it's happy and it's happy to know actually to be around younger people, even us, we wanted our pangalan nito, yung mga posts namin online to be hip because people, syempre tax and accounting, parang kumbaga, who would be interested, diba? But then, because of the media team who is also partly millennial and some Gen Zers na ngayon, we are able to capture the attention also. And parang ngayon, yung mga tao, naiintindihan na nila yung tax in a very subtle manner na, okay, so it's really not totally bad. It's information that you should know, di ba, Prof. Sai?
Correct.
So do you have any workshop coming or your Saturday?
Our next event would be a fashion show. So the workshops will come after that. So we're just putting up that whole event, and we're going to start taping in the next week and then putting it online siguro after. So we're trying to get the momentum. So you have to be patient with us.
Okay, sure.
And looking forward to that, Ma'am Ditta, yung fashion show na yun. And of course, the workshop itself.
It's going to be fun because like we've been talking about collaboration. This is the team, the new team, in the new lifestyle, the nouveau lifestyle. So we're pushing ahead and being more positive about things because there's no way, there's no more turning back. And just in life, you have to keep going on, moving forward. And
there's no way but up and forward.
There's no way but up.
No way but up, and we have to find happiness within ourselves. We cannot find it out there.
I like that. See, makita mo yung mga words of wisdom ni Ma'am Ditta, no? Talagang.
Totoo naman yan. Parang
I mean, we need more of those, Coach. Yung mga ganon.
Happy vibes, diba?
Happy vibes, yeah.
Vibes, yes. We cannot keep dwelling on the past because those are things that have gone by, and we have to look forward to better days.
Very
Correct po. Tama po. I couldn't agree more. Yan.
Yes, yes. Ikaw, Prof. Sai, what can we look forward to you naman?
Okay, first and foremost, Coach Ayat, before I do discuss that one, I'd like to say thank you kay Ma'am Dita, of
So
course
much.
to Hazel, kay Raymond, and of course kay Bianca for sharing your knowledge for today, for sharing the experiences, and we're excited, looking forward to that fashion show.
Oo. Tsaka yung website ni Miss Dita.
Kukulitin kita doon, Coach, yung sa fashion show. Manood tayo nun. I like that. Of course, yan. Okay, guys, for me po, since we are in the field of tax compliance, okay, this coming Saturday, of course, together with the fantastic coaches, Always Be Closing Academy is all about adding value to fellow financial advisors. And because of that, we came with this topic, closing to compliance, helping you close deals in one sitting, but at the same time, guys, helping you to be compliant with government regulations. As financial advisors, since we are helping our clients to optimize their tax solutions and their investments, it's only but proper na compliant din tayo. Yung mga tipong ang tanong natin, Prof, paano bang mag-register? Ano ba yung kailangan ko to register with the government, specifically with the BIR? Ano ba yung magandang registration? VAT ba ako or non-VAT ba ako? And how can I optimize my tax solutions, but at the same time, still being compliant with the government? Yan. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are listening and watching, especially for fellow financial advisors, see you this coming Saturday. It's already batch 9, Coach. Batch 9 na po siya. The session that we had yesterday, it was attended by more than batch 8 kami kahapon, Coach. It was attended by more than 150 professionals and financial advisors po.
Congratulations, guys, Coaches Ron and Coach Jeff. And continue nyo lang yan kasi maganda naman talaga yung objective ng tax compliance with ABP. Now,
how about you, Coach? Do you have any upcoming events for this week?
For all Saturdays of November at 10 a.m., we will have our Kidpreneurship.
Wow, I like that.
This is Batch 3 empowered by Resolute Live. I will be speaking on November 21st, and I will be teaching the kids how to do their business plan. So parang kaabangan nila to because ang daming kids na umattend last time. Parang nasa 50 yung Zoom namin.
Wow, congratulations, Coach. I mean, you're trying to start them young, ha? That's good. Parang itong mga guests natin kasama ni Ma'am Dita. Diba? Start young, start right.
The appreciation starts early, diba, on how to handle money, how to manage your funds, etc. Now, speaking of teaching and starting them early,
yep.
I would like to also thank Lead School Inc. For giving us the vouchers every time that we have this coffee house chat.
And shout out to CJ. Hi, CJ.
CJ.
Our very good friend, CJ.
So they offer the classes for life hacks, and I think they also have the preschool na. All you have to do is just do the steps 1 to 3. It's all flashed in the screen. We'll be giving out the vouchers valued at 1,500. So if you have kids who are already reading and writing and needs guidance here, now that it's COVID, they offer online classes, and they also have parang mga field trips. Say, I saw that they have an online tour in Switzerland. Mga ganyan, di ba?
Wow, di ba, no? Online tour, di ba? You're going to go to Switzerland, online nga lang.
Culture,
galing,
appreciation, yan. Maganda yan. So, aside from that, I think we're good. And just don't miss the social media platforms for Prof. Sai and Coach Ayet. And the social media platforms of our guest, Miss Ditta Sandico. Can you also show that for Zoomista PH?
Yeah.
They are available in Facebook. They're also followable.
I like the tagline. Diba? We may start small, but we dare to dream big. Yan. Totoo naman yun. Lahat naman ng mga malalaking entrepreneurs right now, they started small. Yan.
You only have to have is grit, diba? Especially during these trying times. So with that, thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you can also still watch us in replay. We will be having our replays during the week, but tonight we thank the Lord and everybody who who made it, and for things that will be that we can look forward to yan sa ating fashion industry here in the Philippines. Good luck, Miss Ditta and team. Thank you, and I hope that we wish you all the best. Sana makatulong talaga tayo sa mga taong nangangailangan yung end-to-end process niyo maganda.
Thank you, Ma'am Dita. Thank you to Hazel. Thank you to Raymond. Thank you to Bianca, guys. Maraming salamat for being our guest for tonight. Marami kami natutunan, and it's also an inspiration to see young entrepreneurs or future entrepreneurs like them to start early. Tama po yun. Of course, with the guidance of Ma'am Dita.
Yes.
The guidance and expertise of Ma'am Dita.
And thank you so much. Thank you, guys. And with that,
Sai, thank you for featuring us.
yes, thank you.
Welcome po.
To Zoomista PH. Ayan. With that, thank you. And until our next chat, Prof. Sai.
And guys, so thank you so much for listening and watching Coffee House Chat, episode 8. Okay. So see you next Sunday for another Coffee House Chat episode. Guys, remember, okay, keep dreaming, keep working, and never lose hope. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good night, and God bless. See you next time.
Thank you.
my family. I am